Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Coping with Life. I am your host, Scott. How's it going? By the way, it is Saturday. How's your day going? And the sirens are going off in the distance. Let's go. Hopefully they're not coming for me. Anyway, I'm in a good mood and my brain's doing well. Until it comes to what I want to talk about today, and I don't know. So it's going to be a ramble. Because why not? Let's ramble about my life and ramble about my week. And if you're having a bad day, if you're having a bad time, I am sorry. And hopefully it gets better for you. And if you're having a great week, let's get it going better. I almost said butter. It's like, I hear butter. Yes, life is butter. Hopefully life gets better. And the words. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I love each and every one of you, and I want to thank everybody who continued supporting me, who will support me, and, help telling other people, and continue growing. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Because it matters. It's a small thing in life. I'm building Rome one toothpick at a time. I'm at 0 toothpicks, but I'm trying. The effort has not been made yet, but I'm trying. Eventually I will get toothpicks and build Rome. I won't because wood is expensive. So probably not. But in my mind, that's what I'm doing. I actually had a bad week. I was worried. I was stressed. I'm still a lot of stressed. My mom was in the hospital for a while. And I really didn't get a lot of information out. But that's okay. She's fine. And I'm good. And that's all that matters. But, just doing life stuff. And, I have made plans to do a lot of more projects. And, I have a lot of ideas. And, it's just one of those things where ideas sometimes inspire me and give me, it's like, hey, this is what I'm going to try, and, and I'm, sometimes you have to sit back and take care of yourself and do what you want to do. And in my case, I'm like, well, what do I want to do? And, well, I want to talk to all of you lovely people, because I love each and every one of you. And and continue and stay building this community. And if you're having a bad time, I'm sorry. It's rough, and I hope it gets better for you. And it's just one of those things where it's, for me, this is my full-time job, even though it's one episode a week. And to be honest, I make nothing, but, to me, the effort that I put into everything is a lot, because I work really, really, really hard on this podcast, And I'm sorry that I'm not the best at social media or, spreading the world, spreading words, and, promoting myself, because sometimes there's self doubt. And, that's probably going to be the topic for today is, self doubt. And I doubt myself. I doubt, my abilities to move mountains. And I try really hard. And it took me a few days ago to realize, I'm doing my best. And, with me, coping with life, I'm going to have good days. I'm going to have bad days. I may need the words. I may not always, be very interesting, but at the same time, it is a snapshot of my life and my highs and lows. This last week was a lot of lows, but a lot of, self-doubt and, not feeling worth it, not feeling worthy, and a lot of people say negative things to me. That does get to me. But, when other people doubt me, I depending on who it is, but I take criticism, I take effort, and at the same time, I'm loving life. I mean, I'm doing my best, even though some days are hard, some days are good. Today, I'm actually doing well. My throat is kind of hurting, but I can at least smile. I'm I have plans, and I'm going to go forward with said plans. And hopefully everyone listening, and the new people, and the founders, the people who I definitely care about. Thank you so much, by the way. And hopefully you can continue joining me on my journey. And thank you so much. But, sometimes, doubting oneself, I beat myself up all the time. There's a few opportunities that I chose not to take because, I'm not good enough, and, why would they want me? Why even try? I'm nothing. And, you miss 100% shots of the shots you don't take. And there's a lot of shots that I've not made because I never took the shot. And most of the shots that I did take have blown up in my face, and the one to blame. Which makes my heart heavy and adds to my stress and my anxiety. But, there's also, when you're self-doubting yourself and your worth, sometimes you cut yourself short, or you it's not the best. But sometimes sometimes you have to make the best decision for you at that point, even if you regret it. But sometimes you made that decision, and that's okay. But sometimes a break, sitting down, going, okay, whew, okay, let's try and change things up and make things better. And that, that conversation may happen in a minute, or that could be a discussion that you have with yourself for 30 years trying to, change your life, go better, change up the scenery, do something else. For me, self-doubt and being in misery, misery loves company. Or that company loves misery. Anyway, I honestly don't know. But, doing my best. And sometimes you have to go, you know what? I'm not in the mood to do this, or I'm not okay being treated like this, or taken advantage of, or being abused, because there's so much negativity out there in the world, and I want to bring as much positivity that I can, but at the same time I have to touch on negative to help people go, oh, that is terrible, and build people up. And I'm very passionate about you and trying to help educate people, but at the same time I'm living my life, and each week is me talking about my life or ideas and trying to figure things out. And I want to thank each and every one of you. I do. I'm very blessed for every one of you, and the same time, I would love to see this keep on growing, and building me up a little bit. And I'm still trying to figure out, and I don't know why, but every time I hit record and I go through the flow, and sometimes I mess up, and so I start over, I pick myself up. And I'm picking myself up, and sometimes you need help to get picked up, and sometimes it's hard. And I self-doubt myself because sometimes there's other people who are better at this than me, but then I go, it's like, no, look, you're doing this, it's enjoyable, you're helping people, you're doing your best, you're living your life, being what it may be, and admitting to people and saying, hey, I'm not normal. I have issues. I have lots of issues. And sometimes those issues are overbearing and affect a lot of people. And that is important, because you may not know who you are all affecting, because I was having a conversation with somebody, and they're like, do you ever think about yourself? Because you're always excuse me, you're always, saying, hey, how are you, feeling, how are you doing, and you always want to help build up other people. And why are you being who you are? It's like, well, I'm forever going to be who I am, but because I do beat up myself, and I'm and after that conversation, that really did kind of help me, because they're like, I don't know how to, build somebody up, because you do it very well. But, can you, it's like, what are you working on? And I'm very proud that, sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and, live your best life. And I'm doing well. Because even though it's not the best, and I'm going to try and continue forward, but I'm, I love helping people, and, if me talking about my life, my everyday struggles, and sometimes that will be negative, trying to find the positive in the negative. It may take me a while, but you can't please everybody, and that is the problem that I have. Because sometimes, hearing, well, Scott, you're a loser. Scott, you need to go off yourself, or, that stuff is toxic. Those people are no longer in my life. Because sometimes you have to figure out what's best for you. And I've made strides in my life, and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing the best that I can, and I have to live with me knowing that I probably will never be where I want to be. But I gotta at least try, and at least, do what I can. And, I care about each and every one of you. I know I say that a lot, but it matters. And I'm continuing growing, and I ramble a lot, and sometimes when I'm crawling from the bottom, a deep breath, and just, okay, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? How am I going to get there? And I'm figuring out that it's never the destination with me. It's a journey. There's a lot of things on my list that, in all honesty, will never be achieved. That's okay. But I'm going to keep on at it, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities, and going to continue. And I'm going to be streaming a lot more. Uh, my goal is to stream a lot more. And it's just, I'm going to stream, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to enjoy myself. And I want to, help people. And, sometimes, even being in a bad mood or feeling lonely or depressed or, in a nobody loves me kind of way. And if anybody's been in any of my streams will know where those came from. But, I try to be the cherry go lucky and, some, but it's just one of those things where, deep breaths. And, self-doubting yourself. Gotta find ways to pick yourself up or find ways. And so, streaming, I'm going to be playing games anyways. I'm going to have conversations and be my best that I can be. Do what you love. And sometimes, sacrifice and trying to build upon your world. Like, like I ask every week, it's like, if you can support me. Even if it's, letting people know in your world. I want to continue helping people and listening to me. I am me, and I want to say thank you to everybody who listens, either if this is your first episode or if this is, you're a veteran in words, listening to myself. I thank you, and that means so much because, I'm not the best talking. But this is helping me out. I mean, I'm learning to talk freely and have, you know what? I'm not having a good day. I'm not doing well mentally. It actually helps, if, hey, I'm going to this, and I'm very proud of myself and, the growth and trying to, cope with life. And it's not easy, and I'm going to have more anxiety attacks and mental breakdowns, which I've had a lot recently. Again, I do not like November or December. January, February, March, or April. Just keep that line going. However, that's a genuine smile. And, some of the things that I'm passionate about, I chose to, put on the back burner and focus on, my mental health and figure out, where I want to go. And healing is a process. And going, and it's one step at a time. It really, really, really is. And sometimes you have to, find ways to breathe. And I'm I'm so thrilled, and you know, I'm we're all our own hard critics, and when you are traumatized, or when you have been abused, or you lied to, or people have manipulated you, and the stuff that I've been through, and there's very few people who know a lot of things of my life, and they all go, wow. Because there's a lot of people who are close to me who have asked certain questions, and I'm like, if you really want to know, I'll tell you. And sometimes it's hard, and mental health is a daily struggle. Sometimes, getting out of bed at all is a win. Or even getting out of bed and brushing my teeth. Woof, I must be having a great day. Woof. Oh, and taking a shower? Ooh, wow, what's happening now? Ooh. And doing the dishes? Whew. Wow. That is, to me, that's a great day. I mean, nobody else is going to do my dishes. But, sometimes, there was a couple days ago where I was in bed the entire day. I didn't even move. When somebody called me or there, I'm like, you're going to have to deal with the horrible audio because I'm not moving. And, but sometimes squeaky chairs squeak. But I lost my train. But finding ways to smile and continuing growth, and I am, even though sometimes I'm not worth things, I don't ask for help, or but at the same time, hard work pays off, and I'm not the best at things, and I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and excuse me, and not always burp in the microphone, and I do apologize for that. But I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Or even if it's Wednesday, it is Saturday. And yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I'm in a good mood today, and I did get up today. I have to get up. I gotta record. I gotta get out an episode, and that is the motivation. And sometimes I'm hard on myself, but at the same time, it's a learning process, and continuing my best. Because, wherever you may be, I do hope you have a wonderful day and you get what you want. And, it's the small things in life. It really is. I I had a mental breakdown a couple of days ago, and it was apparent that I did not know where I was. I did not know where I was. No. And what I mean by that is when, mental breakdowns come in many ways. But being so stressed out, so anxious, having many things, and I did not have my headphones on me, which, being autistic and having other things where not being able to calm down my brain with my auditory sensitivity disorder. Loud noise bothers me. I get distracted, and the world becomes too loud. I have sensitive hearing, and anyway, I was out and about, and words are hard, and trying to figure things out and learn, but I'm standing there and somebody is talking to me, and I'm like, I have no idea. And I just, put up my thumb and, all good. And because I was very stressed and checking out, and I was very anxious, but it's all good. I checked out, did what I need to do, and onward and upward, But I'm doing good. I don't know why I'm in a good mood, but I'm glad. I'm happy. And with that said, I love each and every one of you. And I, hopefully next week can be even better. And I hope whatever you may be doing this week, it turns out fantastic. And smile, Smiling goes a long ways. And please don't self-doubt yourself, even though I'm going to probably do it for you. That did not come out the way that it was in my head. I will take everyone's self-doubt and put it on myself. Say that I'm not good enough. Let's not do that. I will take everyone's burdens away and hike it up a hill. Blow up a pink truck. All the smiles. And I hope you enjoyed the self-doubt and ramble. I do. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying my Saturdays. And I have so much. I wish I could go into details of more ideas and the project idea that I have. And hopefully I can continue going and they can come to fruition. It's not always the easiest, but I have ideas, and it's small things, and thank you. And I want to say, if you're having a bad day, find somebody to talk to. There's so many people out there that's willing to talk, and sometimes it's probably not the best to reach out to somebody who may not understand what you're going through. But make the effort. Or if you're having a great day, tell somebody who may be going through something of, I hope you're having a good day. Because it's getting to, the world is negative, and I like to spread the positives and, keep people going. And don't forget to hydrate. Drink some water. And just know you're amazing. Each and every one of you. I know there's a lot of people looking after me, and I'm going to keep on trying my best. That's all that I can do. And I want to thank each and every one of you. And I'm just blown away. And, continue spreading the word. And if you can help me out, there's ways to reach out. But help other people, build people up. Don't tear them down. We all have bad days. We have good days. And we're all trying to cope with life. And sometimes it's hard. And being abused and self-doubting it can get overwhelming. And I'm glad that I have an outlet to try and help people and help myself. A lot of people don't have that outlet, and that makes me feel so much emotions, and I want to try and help as many people that I can. So with that said, thank you so much for an amazing week, an amazing episode. It is Saturday. I love each and every one of you. And I will say, have a nice day. I bid you adieu. Wow, getting out of bed, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, and doing the dishes, and recording episodes of Coping with Life. Woo, you go get it, Scotty. Woo, yeah. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful time. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Coping with Life. I am one very hyper Scotty. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next week. Love you all.